YouTube. So this video is about a recipe that I wanted to show you, and it's Crustless mini quiches. And I just wanted to say again that this, I've looked online at several different recipes, and this is kind of just the creation that I have come up with personally. You can choose to add whatever you or your family likes to make it however, the food items that you like. If you, don't like a certain thing, you can definitely omit it or change it out. You can also mix it all together and then put it in in the muffin tins, or you can put the toppings and then put the eggs on top and then mix it with a fork. I've done it both ways now. This was my second time making them, and I honestly like, for me personally, putting the toppings in and then the eggs and then kind of mixing them. I just find that the toppings get more evenly distributed, because even if you, say you fill up a muffin tin and you kind of mix up the ingredients every time, they still kind of float to the bottom really quickly because, sausage is a lot more dense than eggs and cheese and everything like that. So I just feel like it's a little more evenly distributed. But it's totally up to you, however you want to do it, however you like it. That's the great thing about cooking. You can kind of find ways that work for you, and if you find a way that works even better, definitely let me know, because I'm definitely interested in trying other ways to make things taste better or more productive, or, anything like that. So, I hope you enjoy this recipe. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. YouTube, so I'm going to do a recipe video today on mini crustless quiches. And first thing first, get your muffin tins and put some Pam spray in there just to make sure that everything comes out and nothing sticks. Now this recipe is very versatile. You can really put whatever you like in there. So in this bowl, I have a cup of turkey sausage. And just to let you know, I bought this bag of turkey sausage by Jimmy Dean, and this is the second set of quiches I'm making. And so I used a cup last time and a cup this time, and there's still some left in the bag, probably maybe like half a cup, 3/4 cup. So this is honestly a pretty good deal for the amount you're being able to use in there, because this makes a dozen, and I just eat one per breakfast. So, I mean, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so, like I said, I have a cup of turkey sausage, and I have 3/4 a cup of cheese. Once again, you can use any cheese you want. I'm happening to use cheddar, but pretty much any cheese would work great. And I also have one large Roma tomato diced. Depending on, how big it is, you might want to, if it's a smaller one, you might want to use 2. But if it's a larger one will work. And in the pan over here, I sauteed about 1/4 cup of bell pepper, 1/4 cup of onion, and that's green bell pepper, and some jalapeno. And what I will do is I will stir this all together, and this is going to be the filling. Now, the next step to doing all that is really your preference. Now, you can mix all of the ingredients. Oh, yes, and salt and pepper in here too. You can mix all the ingredients together with the eggs and the milk and put them in the pan. But I have kind of found out, because this, the other ingredients are more heavy than the eggs, they kind of settle to the bottom. So I'm personally thinking that if you put the ingredients in and then you pour the milk in over that, you're going to get more of an equal distribution of items. So you can do it either way you want. This personally is the way I think it's best. I've seen many recipes for this, and this is kind of what I think works best for me. So what I'm going to do after I mix all that together is I'm going to take 1/4 cup and put it in each muffin tin. So I'm going to do that and then come back and show you what I got. And also make sure to preheat your oven to 350 so that that's already ready for you. Okay, and also in telling you to put 1/4 cup in there, do a little shy of 1/4 cup, because otherwise you're going to have too much filling in there. And I had exactly just enough filling, which is awesome. So now once again, this is where you can tailor it to what you want. You can completely do this with all eggs. You can completely do it with egg whites. You can do it with a combination of like a couple of whole eggs and a couple egg whites. I'm using like real egg whites and then 1/4 cup of milk, just to kind of make it more creamier. And of course I added a little bit of salt and pepper in here. Now I would probably just normally honestly use whole eggs, but I had this that I had bought to try and I needed to use it up. So once again, totally your decision what you would like to do. And just kind of fill up your 1/4 cup as best as you can and then pour on top. And that will kind of go around stuff, and you can even kind of use your fork and mix it up a little bit. And I don't know if you can tell on the screen, that makes it pretty full, but it's not to the brim. It's almost to the brim, but not completely. And as these cook, they will puff up, but as soon as you take them out, they kind of deflate some. So, but in this amount right here, it will not run over. You kind of think it will because of how close it is to there, but it won't. You can also put a cookie sheet underneath it to catch anything that falls over if you're worried about that. And I don't remember if I said, but I'm using like 5 eggs here. You may or may not need more. I'm thinking that will be enough, so I'm going to try it out and let you know. So it actually took 7 eggs. So I have 5 of the egg whites, and then I used 2 complete eggs with a little splash of milk in there. So I would use 7 eggs plus, I guess a 1/2 cup of milk, I would say. And, because see, the thing is when I mixed it all together, I had used 6 eggs and milk. So I thought it was going to take less, but it honestly took a little more. So, that's okay. I had an air bubble. So that's okay. You can kind of tell where the whole eggs are and where the eggs whites are, and they both taste great, honestly, because like so much flavor is coming from, you know, your ingredients. Now, last time I also used spinach in mine. So, like I said, you can use anything in here. So, you're going to bake these for about 30 to 35 minutes. Of course, ovens vary, but that's usually how long mine take. So, I'm going to cook these and then let you see the final product. Hey YouTube, so this is how they turned out. These cooked for 30 minutes at 350. Now these got a little more brown than the other ones because those had the yolk in them. They're not burnt or anything, they're just fine. And you can kind of tell they're done. You can tell there's no more like runny egg anymore. And you can kind of feel them and they feel firm. So that's how you know they're done. And these should come out like really easily. That's going to make a mess if I do that, so I'll just take like a fork. They should pop like right out. And of course this is hard to do one-handed, so but see, they're really easy. They just pop out like that, and they're done. Now you can keep these in the fridge for up to a week, and they're totally fine, or you can put them in the freezer. Now, if you take them out of the fridge, you're going to want to warm them up for 30 seconds. Out of the freezer, probably 45 seconds. You don't want to do them too long just because you don't want to make the egg tough, because like right now you can, it feels really moist and stuff, and that's the way you want it. And I usually just eat one of these for breakfast, and you can also eat these for, you know, any other meal really. And I've ate them like this, and I've also eaten them with salsa. I actually still have some left from last time, so I'm actually going to put all these in the freezer. But this one I used spinach, bell pepper, onion, jalapeno, and sausage. So I used spinach instead of the tomatoes. So these are really good. I really like them like this. So like I say, you can do so many things with this. So I would just let them cool, and you can put them in the fridge, like I say, or put them in the freezer. Either way works completely fine, and I hope you enjoy. Bye.